Hello, welcome to Ritt's Astrology. I'm your host, Colby Ritt, and today we're going to talk about somebody born with their natal moon in their 12th house and how that affects their emotionality, their personality, and their impact on the world in an emotional sense. But before we get started, I ask you to subscribe or hit the thumbs up button if you like what you see. Thank you, and let's get started. Moon in the 12th house, people, were often denied comforting, nurturing during their childhood, and or at least in the way that most people assume is a normal part of childhood. The mother was probably preoccupied, possibly addicted, and absent, which creates a not very nurturing environment for this child. Childhood is often very lonely for these people. Over time, these chart holders have probably had to choose to learn how to self-nurture, and sometimes this can be done in the negative sense with drugs and alcohol, and even religion can be in a negative sense. But religion, meditation, philosophy are more positive venues for these people to express their needs and service to others. These people are highly sensitive and very emotionally giving. It's difficult, but it often takes years for them to develop a sense that they are responsible for their own nurturing. It takes a great deal of emotional strength for them to crawl out of that dark spot in their lives. And this planetary position needs to develop the ability to love themselves enough to compensate for lack of emotional support they receive from the world. Even when these people are able to get past this, there is a vague feeling of confusion, and they wonder how they're going to find nurturing on a daily basis. They don't know what they like or how they feel satisfied. They just don't know. There's a hollow feeling in them, and it's really tough to fill. Some feel that life will never satisfy them, and that the spiritual world would be more satisfying. They are mystified by anything that can draw them out of their day-to-day world. And at worst, the 12th house moons never get beyond self-pity and forever feel the world is not a friendly place. This can lead to feelings of wanting revenge and feelings of cruelty and actions of cruelty. Not that these people tend to be cruel, but they can be. At best, these moons find their gift and their ability to realize that they are really alone in the world, and the only path, they're really alone, and we all are really alone, and the only path to happiness is truly to love and nurture yourself. This is a house of needing to find out how to do this alone. How do you nurture yourself alone? While others constantly rely on support networks and so on, these people have to walk the path by themselves, which is really tough. But once they do that, they're some of the strongest people in society. They can also offer compassion to others. We talked about cruelty, but in truth, they have a lot of compassion and a deep understanding of what others need and so on. Many of these chart holders express this compassion through art, and others do it by helping people. And that's how they eventually find some sense of meaning in their lives.